All right. All right. Let me let some people in the waiting room. What's up? Happy Saturday, guys. We are going to be going over some content, some fun stuff here. So we're going to see how we can help you guys become the authority. I'm just going to change my background here really quickly. Didn't mean to do this one. Give me one sec. There we go. GSD mode. All right. Let's go to do you have access to let people in, Ben? Okay, I'm going to make you the host.
I'm not logged in under you.
Okay, I'm going to make you the host really quick, and then you can go ahead and make me the host. Give me screen share capabilities, but let everybody in. Yeah, actually, shit. Yeah, just give me screen share.
Okay, just did that.
Okay, cool. All right. Welcome everybody. We're gonna let some people trickle in. I'm gonna play a little bit of a video really quickly if Zoom allows me to while we're waiting for some people to come in, and let me know if the quality is okay. And then we'll go over dropping some documents in the Facebook thread and also into the Zoom chat as well for anybody joining us on Zoom. But today is going to be content day. We're going to go over how we can all document together, get some content, got some tools, some resources, some simple ways to get out of your own head, so you can actually start executing and doing the things you want for your business, your life, or whatever that goal may be. But I'm going to start off with a quick little video here, and it's going to be about the uncomfort of content. So what I'm about to share with you is about a 2-minute, 3-minute video. About this is my very first like video shoot I've ever done, and I was pleasantly surprised personally, but you guys can tell me. All right, so I'm going to play that really quick. Let me see if I know how to do this fucking Zoom thing. All right, can you guys see the screen? Is it shared video? Yes. Ben, thumbs
Yes,
up.
you're good. Yeah, you're good.
All right, I'm going to play it. Tell me if the audio is good.
I don't know why it's so hard to do video when you're on this side of the camera. It's scary because I don't know what you guys are going to receive this like. If you like the content.
Is it choppy, Ben?
Yeah, it's choppy.
Yeah, real choppy.
Okay, it's probably my internet. It's probably my internet. So I'll drop it in the group for you guys, but it's probably the internet connection. But anyways, the whole point was that was my very first video shoot, and that's part of the content strategy that we're going to incorporate. There's written, there's pictures, there's video, there's all forms of ways to kind of impact your audience, and just kind of think really quickly, like what is it about not doing content, or the ability to not do content is stopping you? Like, why are you guys not doing content? That's the first question to ask yourself. Number two is, what is it that your clients want in the first place? Like, how did they discover people? Like, think about somebody that you bought something from. Did you not watch their content? Did you not see their results? Did you not talk to them? Did you not talk to their references? Did you not see stories? Like, that's the real way to really think about it, of how you make your purchase decisions. Like, we all have these phones right here, the iPhones, right? We saw the content. They demonstrate the product. Now, when you buy coaching programs, they demonstrate the product. If you buy anything, a car, it's because they're demonstrating the product. It's all just content. So the unconscious mind will tell you don't do it, because you don't know what everybody else is going to feel. You may have this little imposter syndrome going through your brains, and that's okay. Everybody feels like a loser at some point in their day. Every day it goes through the thoughts. That's what you're supposed to do, because we want more. We second guess ourselves. That's just natural. The whole thing is overcoming that. And the reality is, a lot of this is mindset, because when I didn't do content, I think it was either Dennis Yu or Billy Jean, one of the two. Dennis Yu told me to send him a video of why I do what I do, and I did. Billy Jean, I remember, said I was I did mostly SEO and stuff, and I remember he told me, I'm gonna fuck you SEO fuckers up, because I'm gonna steal all your shit because everybody's going social. That was like his quote. So I'm like, fuck you, I'm going on Facebook too. But the point was, it all is about content distribution. There's no Gary Vee without him throwing up hundreds of videos every day, right? Now, how can, like, I want to ask, are you guys consistent in the chat? Number one, if you are consistent, 2 if you want to be consistent and you need help in the chat, Zoom chat, and also in the Facebook world. Yeah, we got 2s. Anybody else? 2s. Let's go. I'll participate too. I wish there was a capital too. Yep. Okay. Now I'm going to give you guys some resources. I'm going to start there so you guys have everything and you can download everything. For those of you guys that don't already have it, Ben, will you drop the link? The first link is going to be the content wheel. There you go. And then Jacob, will you do it in the Facebook chat while you're tagging everybody on the live? So this resource, it's going to make things way simpler for you. So if you fill in your name, your email, your phone number, you'll get it on the other side. It'll immediately give you access, and we'll go over that briefly. I'll share my screen in a minute and we can go through the content matrix. The second thing I want to also share, I'm going to give you guys a chance to actually download that. So I'll wait for a second, like get that thing up. So if you already have it, can't find it, just fill in your information again. You'll grab it right now. And if you have trouble, we'll get you the link right this second. So when you have got that, type in matrix in the Facebook chat and also in the Zoom chat once you have it up and ready. All right, Ben has it up. Who else? Matrix. Okay, cool. Steve. Yeah, Sergey's got it up. Awesome. And if you guys are out there and you're able to turn your cameras on, because then you'll probably get more out of this because it'll make you pay more attention and less distracted so you don't multitask. Only if you want to, though. It's optional. All right, so we got enough people with the matrix. Now, Ben, drop the second link. And I'm going to have you guys go over. This is a blog that we wrote probably around 2018. And it's the contents probably doesn't need to be updated at all for at least a couple more years. Let me just make sure that link works because it's truncated. Ben, can you get a new link there, please? It's a little truncated. So it cut everything off. If you need my help, I can give it to you.
Try that one.
I mean, does it work? Let's see. So Facebook click ID at the end. Okay. Yep. So this is a step-by-step content grid. So when you create content, the first and foremost thing is put no pressure on yourself. Don't worry about it. Just do your thing, get your first piece of content out, and then get on a platform that you're most comfortable with. A lot of people are comfortable with Facebook. Some people are IG guys. Some people like TikTok. So whatever your primary comfort level is, start there because you're already used to the platform and we don't need another reason to kind of delay another minute. Now, when it comes to distribution, you can use this guide, this blog that's inside of the Facebook group. Jacob, if you can drop it in the Facebook group, and Ben dropped it in the chat. If you guys look at that, that's how we take one piece of content like this right here, this Facebook Live. If I wanted to chop this thing up into 1 minute segments and put it on Facebook stories or IGTV or whatever, I can actually chop this one piece of content up. I can actually put the long version onto Facebook, onto YouTube, onto LinkedIn. I can write a blog around it. I can take the audio file and upload the audio file really easily from Zoom, just download file, upload it to anchor.fm. I can actually, if we make some movements or whatever, I can make an animated GIF out of this. And not only that, if I say something like a quote, I can take a picture, like I can have my hand up or I can make a pointing finger and I can make a quote card. So I can make a JPEG that says something that gets talked about on this live itself. So I can literally take one piece of content, turn this into like at least a month worth of chop ups in all these different places. The GIFs can go on Giphy, they can go on Tenor, the pictures can go on Instagram, on my stories. So that's like the long game of how simple we can make this step-by-step process. And the key is, if we're going to take one piece of content and turn it into many, don't overthink it. Don't think about how painful it will be, how long it will go. Do it once, and then guess what's going to happen? You'll be forced to get likes. You'll be forced to get engagement. the people who don't know what the hell you do will now know what you do. And the thing is, it's called omni-channel presence. And when we're ready for that, we go there. But the very first step, number one, is get in the content game, because we don't need to be swimming against the current, because your clients want the shit and you got to give it to them. Otherwise, it'll be much harder. You'll be reliant too heavily on cold emails, cold DMs, or even paid ads. It takes a balance, because we always talk about internally, like organic and paid are the only real two ways of getting traffic. Organic is anything not paid, and paid is when you buy your friends or your media. And I call that the Kobe to Shaq. Ben, who would you rather have on your team, Kobe or Shaq?
That's a trick question. I need both.
There you go. You need both. So there is no right answer. Why choose when you can have both? So let's do both. This supplements, because when we do organic copy, a lot of you guys probably see our ads. And now if you haven't, you will now, because you're going to be retargeted by clicking that link. So you'll see our ads everywhere now. So we use our organic to drive people to our paid to our organic, because paid is important to go to organic content if you're doing paid ads, because when people click it, they don't know who you are. And it's going to be a colder lead, presumably, unless you have a very strong process. And when they get into your funnel, now you want them in your group. You want them on your profile, and you want to send them information of content you've created. Like, how many of you guys here have ever been tagged by Cody or myself on a video? Put tag in the comment in Facebook, and tag in Zoom if you're on Zoom.
Should be all of you.
We'll let them answer, because it's probably been at least, all you guys probably got tagged at least 3 times today. So what we do is we use content as an asset. So think of social media as the new economy, the new wealth economy, right? So you don't go to Bank of America, fuck that. You don't need Chase, you don't need Citibank. Your attention is sitting right here on Facebook, on TikTok, wherever your clients are. That's where your wealth is. Because money at the end of the day has no value, right? You associate what that money's worth. Because to some people, $1 is worth a coffee. And to some other people, 200,000 is worth a Bentley. So we get to associate what that fake money is even worth. So now if we take it to attention world of Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, YouTube, and all the other options you have to put your content on, that's your new bank. That's your new attention. The more people you impact, the more money you can actually make. And guess what? It doesn't cost anything but your time. And your interest is up to you. You get to choose what your return on investment is off $0 fucking dollars. So the more you do it, the more you'll get content, or more you'll get clients over time. Some of you guys will happen right away. Because like I'll ask, throw in the comments if you've been through the Perfect Stranger method, and have you got a lead from it? If you've actually watched the Perfect Stranger method that we've done, Cody and I, we have a free version in our group, so you don't have to worry about buying it. So Jacob says yes. Who else has posted something on Facebook and gone through it? So Steve says yes. Who else has got this? Not yet. Okay, so done. We need to work on that with you, man. That's what today's for. Cody Brunel says yes. Sergey, not yet. We need to work on that, my man. Okay, cool. So all we're doing is posting stuff on Facebook, and people are just saying, I'm interested. And right there, Brendan Berth got second message convo on LinkedIn today. Boom. You had 1 during the week and 2 so far. So every opportunity that you get to talk to somebody, there's 2 things that happen. Number 1, they can become a client. And that's our end outcome we're looking for. And number 2 is we get to get the momentum of getting more reps in, which is the most important thing, because success isn't going to happen overnight. It's going to happen over a decade, because Bill Gates, I believe he's the owner of this quote, we overestimate what we can do in a year, and we underestimate what we can do in a decade. Because the more and more I talk to new people that want to join the GSD, they think, how fast can you get me clients in 2 weeks? I'm like, that's the wrong fucking question you're asking, my friend. Wrong fucking question. 2 fucking weeks? Man, you've been at it for 2 years and you haven't got a result. We're not getting it in 2 weeks. Let's think a little bit longer, because if we want to risk our whole entire success on the fact that we can get things done in 2 weeks, we're wrong people. Go to another coaching program, because you can go on the internet and find those liars, because we're not going to tell you that, right? We're going to be clear with our fucking content. So everybody, let's dive into this shit. Let's get some money making activities going. And if everybody's cool with making some money, we will make it happen. I just need your help. I need you guys to do the work. I'm going to tell you what I think is possible. And if you guys believe it, then go for it and you'll see the outcome. And if you don't get it today, don't be that person I just talked about, that 2 weeks. Because I can tell you this, the first time I ever posted like a mission post, like my mission is to help 5 more marketing agencies or coaches make another 100K in the next 12 months. Who's with me? I was like, fuck, nobody's going to even answer. 65 right away. 65 people liked it and commented, I'm in. Now that I'm in starts the conversation. Then they get into the group. Then 2-3 months later, they're buyers. 6 months later, they're buyers. Because one of my pieces of content is $7. It's a LinkedIn funnel. And I used to have a lot of real estate stuff going that we went away from. And a lot of the people who have bought the GSD, they went from $7 to the price it costs at the time for them to get in the GSD. And it's all from the content. So it's so simple. And a lot of people got free shit from us. And then they jump into our program or they jump into our marketing retainers. Because a lot of you guys are selling coaching or marketing. And it's so easy because before we go into the matrix, I'm going to just tell you how I think. And if you guys want to write this stuff down with a pen and paper, that could be important because it's really easy. If somebody gives me an objection, you're too expensive. Now, if I'm justifying it and I'm met with resistance, no, I'm not. What are you comparing it to? And I'm all pissed. That's a sales thing, but I can actually meet them to that objection and beat them to that objection with content. Now, after the call, I can tag them in that piece of content and I can talk about perspectives of money. Like if I had 2 cars and I told you one cost 400 grand and one cost 2,000, what do you think about the $400,000 car? Well, it's a lot more. Well, what else? It's expensive. Okay. Expensive to what? It's expensive to McDonald's. Okay. But what if I compared it to Dan Bilzerian's home in Las Vegas? Oh, that's cheap. That's a deal. So it just depends on how you present the value of how people associate the price, because it's not uncommon for us to buy things we never intended to buy or spend a little bit more. Like in a car, you want the base model because you're like, oh shit, it's 30 grand. You may walk out spending 8,000 whole dollars more, which is like 25% more than that vehicle. That's a lot of fucking money. You went from 30,000 to 38, almost 40 grand. So anytime I hear an objection, that's a piece of content. Anytime I'm sick and tired of being interviewed by a client, oh, tell me about yourself. I'm going to tell them about myself in a video. And guess what? When they book a call, they're going to get about me. If there's a frequently asked questions that you guys have, I'm going to do a video on every FAQ, not one long video on every FAQ, but I will do the long one, but then I can chop up each little one. Well, what happens? I have no money. Well, here's how to get it. Well, I don't like debt. Well, here's how to think about money. Well, what if it doesn't work? Well, here's how to think about fear and uncertainty, but hey, we got results. So everything is a piece of content when it comes to making money off of it. Okay. So don't deny yourself. Don't let your fear be greater than your success, because that's the only thing you're going to hold back is like when you're like, oh man, I don't want to get on camera. Well, you're on it right now. Nothing wrong with that. You're fucking on it right now, learning. Why not teach it to somebody else on what you guys actually are good at? And you can make like I actually, I don't know if I can share this because the audio note, and I was fucking with somebody on our team. And Cody, if you see this, now you're going to know I lied to you. So I was teaching somebody about project management, and I'm like, watch, I'm going to do something totally. I'm going to tell Cody how I bought GSD mode, this like graphic behind me, t-shirts. And I'm going to watch how excited I am going to get him through content. I'm going to make an audio voice memo and text it to him. Oh no, I'm sorry. I called him and I audio recorded it so I can share it as like, here's how to do project management. So I'm sharing training tips. And I was saying like, and I told her I'm going to piss Cody off first. So he's already angry, but then I'm going to share with him how I'm going to manufacture a pat on my back, how to get people to love you when you're managing retainer clients. And you can talk about nonsense. You can talk about like how you stubbed your toe and get a pat on the back. So all I said is like, man, Cody, I gotta say I'm super tired, but I think you may be happy with why I'm super tired. I stayed up stupidly till 2 a.m. last night, and I know that you're coming from Canada all the way to the United States, and I wanted to make sure, because with ordering apparel, things are very delayed. No longer can you get 48-hour rush. It's like 12 hours is the new rush. So I knew, or 12 days. So I said, I knew I had to order t-shirts for you because I know how mad you'd be if you left from Canada or from US to Canada and I'm the only one wearing the shirts and you didn't have any. And I'm like, I was playing with these sizing tools because you couldn't order over 10 megabytes. And I was like, fuck, I'm not going to bed because I cannot disappoint Cody. And guess what, man? I got the order in. You'll be walking home and driving home or flying home with GSD mode on shirts. And he's like, bro, you're the fucking best. And I lied to him. I didn't order them. But my whole point is through content, I was able to actually make that valuable. So if I recorded it, I audioed it, I can share that. Now I have a training manual of how to make content on project management. So if I did it with like a Facebook pixels, like we have a client that's like the campaign didn't get off the ground till 30 days after. And you guys can probably imagine what a retainer client does in that world. So I made a video for my project manager on how to handle getting a pat on the back when you're 30 days late. And we'll go over that on another time. We'll go over client retention and project management later. But anyways, let's pull up, Ben, can you pull up the content matrix for me, please, and share your screen? I'll have you do the moving of the cameras and all that kind of shit for me. And we're going to get a pen and paper out. If you don't have this thing printed, don't worry. We'll just use a sheet of paper. If you have a blank one, we'll turn it horizontal. If you have a lined one, we'll just use that. So if you can pull up that the opt-in, the PDF, Ben, for me, that'd be great.
You want me to share my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. Share screen. Desktop 2. Share.
Okay. Now, while we're going through this, thanks, Ben. While we're going through this, in the chat, in Facebook land, and also right here on the Zoom, what's one thing, you don't have to do 3 or 5 unless you want to, what's one thing that you feel has been holding you back from actually doing the content? And it could be something like no plan or accountability. It could be fear of what somebody else is going to think of you. Okay, we got fear, we got a no plan, getting my team consistent on mindset and vision, fear of judgment and uncertainty, no plan, no idea what to post. And then Horia loves creating content. Okay. Yeah, I definitely know that. Horia is no shortage of content on her profile. That's really good. Okay. Now we want the clients, we want to be naturally, authentically ourselves. So the easiest thing to do when you're on video is not get weird voices, because like all of a sudden when I turn this thing on, I'm like, hey, it's Rahul, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, where the fuck did that weird voice just come from? So what I've been doing for myself is I'm documenting and I'm not creating. So for example, this video, don't be surprised if you see some chop ups of this exact video on my profile, in the group, everywhere. So while I'm in my natural element, talking, coaching, teaching, or whatever it may be, it becomes more authentic. Because if you ask me to possibly do it here, I might be a little bit off. It may not be as authentic because now I'm in my natural conversation state. So sometimes I have a camera tripod right behind my screen, so I can have a side angle, so it looks like I'm teaching, and I create that background. So all I do is plop it up and make some. I can double dip on the content. One right here facing me, and then one where the zoom is showing. But the main thing is you just got to practice. And the real way is like I just pretend that my phone is like a grandpa or a 6-year-old. And the reason I go for the two extremes is because if I can explain something to grandpa and a 6-year-old and they actually can understand it and repeat it to somebody else, and that person also understand it, then I know I have a clear message on what I do. Now, okay. Now, real quick over here, these are some tips for you on this little topic wheel that Ben's got up for us. You can make this little wheel. I got this, quite frankly, from Dennis Yu, his topic wheel. So there's different categories that you can pick. Like you can talk right now about your experience hiring on Fiverr and drop your affiliate link to drive traffic to Fiverr if you wanted, saying, hey, I know that building your business is super hard. One of the pains in the asses is finding a really good video editor. I found this cool guy named Afshin, and this guy's awesome. If you guys don't use Fiverr, it's a platform where you can find freelancers. The hard part is giving people directions. That's really it, because there's no shortage of people on the platform. And here's how I thought of getting my guy. And here's how I started with him. We started slow. Now he actually understands my content, takes my videos inside of my Zoom and makes them dope. And it didn't start that way. It started with one. And here's what you're going to want to ask these people. Here's how you identify who's good, who's not. You'll probably want to pay a little bit more for a super reseller, but here's the link to get started. And if you sign up on this link, I'll give you the guide of how I give them directions so you don't actually get stuck and you get what you want. And it happens really fast so you can actually scale your business. And by the way, it's my affiliate link, so you'll get $5 and so will I. So there you go, piece of content. So that's staffing and outsourcing. You can do it on leadership. You can do it motivation. You don't even have to come up with the ideas yourself, which is crazy because I just gave you a Bill Gates quote. You can talk about how people overestimate what they can do in a year and they underestimate what they do in a decade. And then you can tell a story behind that. And you can get famous on just being good at repeating quotes with your own twist of your own story. Sales tips and tricks, technology, fitness and nutrition, productivity, tools and hacks, whatever it is you like, you can talk about. Heck, I mean, one of our guys, like not our guys, but one of my friends, Brad Newman, the dude was sold for Sam Ovens for a while, then went to Tribe of Buyers with Andrew, and now he kind of like took a break and he's been in this health, mental wellness thing that he's going through to take care of his body and his mind. He talks about celery a lot, and now he kind of jokingly said, hey, it's weird because I'm getting DMs that I'm the celery guy. So now he can literally make money as a celery advisor on how to use it to improve your mental health, how to improve it to improve your physical health. So there's literally anything. And I know that Gary Vee, we all know him. I mean, when he first came out like 10, 12 years ago, when I first came across him or whenever it was, in his very first book, it was crazy. He's like, look, if you like Alf, write about Alf blogs. And I was like, that was funny. I still remember that to this day, is that there's like an economy for everything. Because if a 19-year-old dude dancing to that Cadillac song can get 100,000 views in 2 days, we can sell some shit too. We're further along than that. We just have to stay consistent. They're willing to do the uncomfortable and dancing and jumping around. We have to take that same mentality that younger people are embodying and just get rid of our fears, because when we get in our head, we're dead. Another quote, Tony Robbins. Okay, move on to the next one. You'll have a Ben, number 2, page 2, and then we're going to jump to page 3 right after. So here's a blank one. If you want to use this or draw a piece of paper, knock yourself out. But what I definitely do suggest is you see the topic ideas on the left. Use those topic ideas on the left. It's important so you do not get stuck. Because some of the stuff that you said in there, I'm not so certain. I don't know if I believe you guys that it's fear. I don't know if I feel that it's a mindset issue. I just think it's a preparation issue, because if you guys have fear talking to the camera when nobody's even looking, not a single person, it's practice. How in the fuck are you going to be prepared in a game when you're in front of your ideal customer? So I don't know that it's a fear. It could be a lack of preparation. It could be fear and uncertainty and doubt, but you'd be wildly surprised how many people are going to be like, holy shit, I've known you for 2 decades. Some of you guys may be younger, maybe 2 years, 1 year, 3 months. And they're like, I had no idea what you fucking did. I know you told me a couple times, but I literally went over my head. I just said yes because I didn't know and I didn't want to sound stupid. But now when they see this repetitively over and over and over and over again, there's no way they cannot know what you do. And there is no way they cannot recommend you. So business just booms. So the more you do it, the more you're going to actually take form. And the reason I did content is because I saw these little shitheads out there that fucking suck. And I'm like, how are these guys? Someone mute somebody, Ben, whoever's talking. But these guys out there, I'm like, dude, fuck these guys. I'm like, some of them used to work for me. I'm like, dude, I mean, I know them. I trained them. I know they're not where I'm at. And now they have one skill. I have 99. How the fuck are they getting so many views? I was getting vanity. I'm like, but that drove me. I'm like,
I guess
not
we could.
hey, mute them,
Just
Ben.
do two.
Mute everybody, if you don't mind, really quick. And if you guys come on, just mute out. So I use this to actually get ahead of the people. Oh, sorry, you muted me too. I use this as getting ahead of all the people who are behind me that got ahead of me on the content game, because this is the economy we're in. I can't, like, cold calling it was dying breed, or wasn't as successful. The door knocking wasn't as successful, so I had a better distribution. Google ads was getting expensive. Facebook ads were getting expensive. And I'm like, fuck, SEO takes forever. It's unpredictable. Google can change an algorithm, and I'm fucked if if I'm unknowingly doing black hat techniques with some of the contractors I have. And now I can control my own destiny on all these platforms, and it's free. I have my own TV station. I can be my own announcer, and I get to pick the topics, and I don't get to get filtered. Okay, let's jump on to the next one. Next slide. Number 3. This is a matrix. This is something right now. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes. And right when we get back, I'm going to give you 3 minutes. I want you guys to come up with at least one full column of any topics that you're passionate about that will help your client. Think of business for a moment, and that's it. How to lose weight properly. A tool, how to use MyFitnessPal most effectively so it actually guides you through the day. When I used to always think of New Year's resolutions, I thought of it as a time to get ahead of life, when in reality it was my failure. I made my New Year's resolution the day I made the decision, and I'm glad I did it for my health. Obviously, I'm doing this for fitness. Q&A. This could be like a myth buster. Question: do I need to focus on macros? Whatever that even means. Answer: no. Here's why. Case study, etc. So think of just a bullet point of one of each of these things. And I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock, and we'll be right back. Yeah, as you know, we like to get shit done over here. So we're not going to just be delivering information and taking people through a circle jerk of shit. We're going to actually get stuff done that can actually help the business grow. That's what we're all about. All right, guys, we got through 3 minutes right now. So in the chat, can you guys drop down, every one of you guys? Can you guys hear me okay? Thumbs up or some. Ben, can you unmute and tell me if you can hear me?
I can hear you. You're good. You're good.
Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. In the chat, I want everybody to share one topic. I want to make sure everybody is taking action right now. So I'm going to hold you guys accountable. Accountability is key. So we actually do the things that we want, which is get more clients. And that's our vehicle to our revenue, which is our vehicle to our why. Why do we do what we do? We want freedom. We want to take care of our family. We want a vacation. We want to go to Bali for the first time. Whatever that reason is, that's yours. You get to own it. And that's okay. Some people want mansions. Okay. How to reactivate dead conversations without resistance. Beautiful. I love that fucking topic, Jacob. I want you to make a selfie video for me, text it to me or whatever however you're going to get it to me in Messenger or whatever. Make a conversation and I want you to stutter. I want the fucked up version of it. Okay. Because
Yes,
I like
sir.
them. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I love it. Get out of rush hour traffic and take the express lane. Beautiful. I love the analogy. Like I actually used to talk about traffic jams in my early ads a long time ago. And I'd always say, I hate traffic. What about you? And they'd say, yeah, it's the worst. Bumper to bumper sucks. I said, well, I actually love traffic now. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, because I like Google traffic. I hate 405 LA traffic. So I loop a story around why traffic, how to get out of your own way. Beautiful. That is probably the number one most important topic of life. And it's the purpose of Tony Robbins' existence, in my opinion, and UPW. It's unleashing the power within, unleashing what you have. Because if you didn't have any fear, how would that feel? Like if you weren't scared about anything, a lion in front of your face, talking in a camera, like which alternative would you rather have? A lion right in front of you that's hungry or just your camera? If you had that choice, what would you do? Do a video or get eaten? Right. So there's different levels of fear, right? The lion's pretty scary. The camera's not. Actually, we can't get our phones out of our lives. I mean, people will, like, if you left your house without your phone, I mean, how do you feel? You need it. So you have your camera on you at all times. Okay. What's an offer? Love it. Beautiful. Rant. Tired of bro marketing asking the same stupid questions to business owners after taking a course from a kid that's never had a client. Exactly. The most expensive advice you can take is from the wrong person. You can talk about that as the lead into that. If there is ever resistance that you're not having a conversation, then you're not having conversation at all. Exactly. You want resistance. That's the most important thing, is resistance, because if everything goes perfect, chances are the client wasn't paying attention. So you need to meet the resistance. You need to get the money objection. You need to get the partner objection. You need to get the spousal. You need to get now's not the right time, because now you have to prepare, because you can get in front of that through content. How to use emails to grow your business. Oops, sorry, it's moving a little fast. I love these topics. You guys just fucking crushed it right now. You guys can even steal each other's topics right now and take screenshots, because the way you deliver it, number one, is going to go to different people. Number two, different niches. Number three, you're going to say it wildly different. Tool, you need an autoresponder. How simple is that? Like you can make that not even like like active campaign or go high level. You can literally just say, hey, when somebody fills in a WordPress website, like, we're going to use this amazing tool. It's a fancy plugin, but it will simplify it for you. It's called Gravity Forms. Now imagine this: somebody fills in a form and you immediately send them a message that gives all the FAQs. What's your why? Like how to book an appointment, what your calendar looks like, some success stories. And guess what? Interview over, brand created, authority demonstrated, call prepared. Watch this shit before you fucking talk to me, because you're going to ask that shit anyways. So if your first question is, tell me what you do, I ain't telling you a goddamn thing, because you clicked the website. Why didn't you read what we do? If you're looking for websites, look at our websites. Don't tell me, have you done a website before? How many times have you got that? Hey, so I'm looking for social media. What is it you do? It's like, fuck you, reach out to me for. That's the whole purpose. So get in front of it if you're getting all that shit, because that's not acceptable. Then if you get those kind of questions, then you have to get really good at sales, because you need to take them, like Christopher Voss says, off that X. because they're planted on an X. Through our questions, we move them away from that, and we move them to wherever we want them to go by letting them have control with the answers based on our questions. And we can go into sales story time another day. Story: many fitness coaches keep producing high quality content but don't use emails, risking their accounts. Exactly. Like when Cody and I took over a group of 5,000 fit pros, I just said, hey, what's the email database and phone number database and names look like? And the guy was like, what do you mean? I'm like, how in the fucking world were you making hundreds of thousands of dollars and you don't even know what I mean? I'm like, where's the list of people? He's like, we don't have one. It's just the Facebook group. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, bro, if your Facebook group got deleted or your whatever got deleted, we have nobody. We got nobody. We got no business now. Now we're in high risk mode. Your value of your business just went dramatically down because there's no database. The sales engine is cool, but fucking database is gone. Anyways, Q&A. What can I give as a lead magnet? How can I build a list? Is that? I don't know if that's actually a question for me or if that's what you're going to be talking about. Oh, Q&A. That's a topic. Yeah, there you go. Talk about Matt. Okay, cool. Mistakes, autoresponders, rant, fucking BA tool. Beautiful. All right, you guys got some great topics. So now it's just a matter of who here in Facebook land in this chat, if you're going to be committed to just doing one, and pretend you're talking to somebody that you like, your best friend, and your best friend's a finance guy and you're a marketer. And like, you know how you do finance and you help people increase wealth? Well, I do the same thing, but in the form of marketing. Now, can I explain to you what I do? Okay, cool. And just walk them through in a story as if you're talking to somebody that has no idea what you do. Just like a doctor, if they start talking in medical terms and talk about like different technical terms, you will lose interest. We won't know what they mean. All they're doing is trying to talk to themselves and make use of the degree by sounding fancy and making us look dumb. Don't do that to other people, because if we're talking to hear ourselves sound smart, nobody likes that shit. Okay, cool. So like committed, write down committed in the chat if you're going to do one topic. If you're going to do one of these, okay, cool. Brendan's committed. Sergey's committed. You're good. Jacob's committed. Jacob, I'm going to put pressure on you, man. I want your shit back to me by 10:15 in the morning California time. So that's 12:15 Central. So you have another 30 minutes to do a 60-second video. 30 seconds to do 60-second video. So you have 29 fuck ups ahead of you if you want to. Okay. To get it right. So you have 29 ways to be a professional on one topic. And that's how you're going to get it done. So every time you speak over the phone or in direct message, now you're going to be a master of that topic by just doing it instead of watching Alabama beat the shit out of whoever they're going to be playing today, right? So it's just a prioritization of making good of this, because then all of a sudden your sales skills go up when you do more video too, because your confidence inherently goes up. Okay, so we got a bunch of commitments. Okay, now how many people need more accountability to be able to get this done, like days like today? Do we do more days like today? Because if you're not doing content, there's something holding you back. And if you're getting inconsistent, get consistent. And I'll give you a tool of how to stay consistent. All right, Cody says yes. Anybody else need more accountability to be able to get content pumped out so you have like a community to help? Like the GSD group you're in right now. This is where it's streaming to. Jacob says yes. Awesome. Because we don't want the fear to allow us to kind of dictate everything. We have to overcome that, or we can be okay with it. If we're going to be okay with letting fear overcome our version of success, that's just not going to come very easily, because then we're going to tell somebody else's story. I don't want to talk about Gary Vee anymore. I want to talk about how I don't give a fuck about him anymore, right? But I have to, because he's ahead. So I'm using benchmarks. But I have too many friends that talk about too many people's other lives and stories. Oh, I have this friend, he's crushing it, he's doing this. And it's like, okay, cool. That's interesting. Why don't you just do that yourself? Okay. Yeah, Ben, check the waiting room if you can. All right. what topic are you going to do right now? I have a 2-hour session tomorrow with an accountability partner to get my calendar month done. Okay, boom, there you go. Here, let me give you guys some other resources. Let me see if I have it open in my tab in my browser, because then we'll really, really help. I'm going to have you guys screenshot this. That's a testimonials catalog. This is. Okay, I got a content plan here. Okay. All right, I'm going to show you something. This is an older plan, so I don't mind sharing this one with y'all. Ben, I'm going to take the screen share back. If you can, it might override you.
I just stopped, so you're good.
Okay, cool. All right. So here is what organization looks like. So you can see I have a million tabs open, so don't mind that. Those are just my reminders to close them. Close this up so you can see this is an old plan. This was for a real estate group. So all we did was say Monday we're going to talk about social proofing, priming the profile. And what another one, this is a promotional cycle, alumni interview, webinar training day, client result, customer research question, big bold question. And all we do is say, hey, what's been your biggest struggle when it comes to follow-up? Somebody brought that up. So all we're doing is asking the fucking clients, hey, what are you struggling with the most when it comes to follow-up that you wish you could improve on that would make you more money? Oh, I wish I had go high level. Okay, cool. Well, they won't say those words, but they'll wish they had something. And then now you have somebody who has a fucking problem that just said they have a problem, that they'd be idiotic and crazy if they didn't solve it. So it's now our job to make sure it's so painful that they're willing to pay for it. Because if they don't, like, everybody should be saying, I can improve on every one of these categories. Because if somebody says, no, I'm good, they're not the people that you may not want to work with, because then they just are okay with mediocrity. They're going to be the people that do 10 transactions in real estate a fucking year. They're the 90% of people that aren't going to make it. Right. Okay. So this is what the promo cycle looks like. And you can just go look like you can literally, once you have that content calendar that we've given you, or that content idea map, then you come up with different ideas. A 2-step. Anybody familiar with a 2-step post? In the chat, to put in yes in the chat if you're familiar with a 2-step post, put a no if you're not, because I can explain it really quickly. Nope. Okay, cool. Yes, 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 yes. Yes. Okay, cool. So I'll just expand it really quick. I'll scroll up. Okay, right here, 2-step. Who here wants our 30 free RE video ads, real estate, and hasn't gotten them yet? Raise your hands below and we'll get them to you. So what this post just means, you can do it with anything. Who here wants my coach's catalog of 100 of the best quotes of the top entrepreneurs this earth has ever seen, completely free? Raise your hand, we'll get them to you. Who here wants a video case study of how we helped a roofer get 30 extra leads, which led to 90K in transactions with a follow-up system without spending a dime on ads, just using their database from the last 30 days? I'll send it to you. That's something called a 2-step. We're getting them to actually respond to us. And now we got a lead. So if you want to screenshot this, go for it. And all you can see is all we're doing is look how stupid simple this is. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. All we're doing is just doing the writing stuff. And it's not like this. I don't know how many words are in here, but it's not very many. And all we're doing is giving away shit that we already created. And we're just trying to get that person in our database. Once they're in our database and they ask for something, Ben, if with that post, if I said, who here wants 100 quotes for coaches and consultants of the top entrepreneurs that'll help you be the authority and get more clients, and somebody said me, what would you say in direct or on the public thread?
Check your DM.
Check your DM. What would you say when they say, hey, Ben, or what would your first message be? Al, I'll put you live on the spot.
Hey, real quick, noticed that you were interested. Sorry, I didn't catch. So whatever it was, I just go back. Hey, real quick, noticed that you were interested? What grabbed your attention to respond, or what is the
Boom.
issue
There you
you're
go.
looking for?
Conversation started. That's the whole point. Now, guess what? It's like, dope. That's awesome. Like, well, how long you been doing that? Sweet. So, like, what are you working on next that maybe I can lend you some advice on? Now we've got off the X. Remember the X that I talked about? We took them off the X of the widget because the widget isn't the thing they need. The help is what they actually need. Because what the fuck is 100 quote cards going to do for you? You're not going to do anything. It's going to sit on your fucking desktop. We know that. You know that. Because you need accountability. Because just because you have the game plan doesn't mean you're going to operate it properly. And when you don't know how to operate it, you're going to do nothing because that's comfortable. The uncomfortable part is saying, I need help. The bravado thing is the dumbest fucking thing on the planet because then you say, I don't need help, then you're fucked. Imagine if Tom Brady said that. Imagine if Michael Jordan said that. Because when Tom Brady's calling the plays, he's actually the puppet master. He's not the puppet master, he's the puppet, actually. The offensive coordinator, the reason the offensive coordinators sit so high above, does anybody know why they sit so high above? Is it because they're in the weeds or is it because they're in the fucking sky and they can see down on every play?
You can see the big picture.
Big picture, exactly. Because when
They
we're in our
develop.
own businesses, I guarantee every one of you guys here, you can walk into a restaurant, you can walk into somebody else's business, give them such brilliant advice, and you could blow their fucking minds, but you can't do it for your own business. It's like a shoemaker with no shoes. And that's how it's supposed to be. Because we're seeing things from our own perspective. And if you can't see it from somebody else's perspective, then you're fucked because you can't go above your own perspective. You have to get somebody else's no matter what. And there's free ways to do it, like go to Score, SCORE. Those are free things from cities, I think. There's meetup groups, and then there's true mentorship. Mentorship creates consistency. The free meetup groups creates habits of wanting shit for free, which leads to other habits that get bad. So if you want to pay, you pay attention. If you want free, it's hard to succeed because we're not going to get the roadmap. You'll get the roadmap, you won't get the execution plan. That's all. Because the steps are on the internet, guys. Like we just gave everything away for free here. It's just a matter of staying consistent, staying accountable, and getting shit done. That's the whole thing about the GSD. So anyways, I have a little bit of time left, about 6 minutes. If anybody has any questions in the chat, go for it. Jacob, if you can monitor Facebook world, we love you. I'm personally not paying attention there, but Jacob is. So if you have questions, he can read them for me and I'll answer them. Oh, look at this. Already getting a text message. David, you can have that, brother. You can have it. So now when we're doing content like this, like I did something on my post, on my profile about a video I did in 2018. That video still makes me money today. If you guys go to my Facebook profile and you scroll down it, and if you guys can comment on it, it'd be great. This is from like 2 or 3 days ago, and it's literally me looking like you'll know what it is. It's a video where I look like I'm an infomercial spokesperson. If you can go there really quickly, my personal Facebook profile, go comment on it. But that was done in 2018, and no joke, I literally went to somebody else's video reel. I liked it so much, and I looked at a couple other people's. I wrote line by line. And I said, if you want way more leads, you're in the right place. And I just wrote in an Excel file, if you want way more leads. Second line, you're in the right place. Next line, next line, next line, next line. Then I printed it. And I had a little table underneath me. And all I had was a little device. I guess I have this background thing on Zoom, but all this is a little cheap $9 tripod. It was just sitting in front of me. I had a green screen. Like right now, let me take my virtual background off. So you can see how stupid simple this is. Like it's literally so dumb and silly how easy I was able to make that demo reel, but it's going to make me stand so far above everybody else because other people don't know, either are stuck or don't know how to do it, but it's so dumb how easy it is. Like this little green thing is right behind me. So I just had a bigger one, like a sheet. It's like literally a sheet on a bed, like nothing fancy. A green screen is like literally a green sheet. And I just had it behind me and I did that video. And now guess what? People ask me what I do. Click link. Here it is. Is that what you're looking for? Yeah. Should we talk? Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's talk. What do you want? That's how easy it became because now I demonstrated everything I do. I mean, there's a little bit more complications than can they hire me? Yeah. That video doesn't necessarily sell for me. It positions me. It opens up the opportunity for me because without it doesn't have any opportunity because I have to say it over and over again. Now I have an asset from 2018. Some of the shit's outdated, but I don't care because I'm not going to redo it. I can always add to it if I want to. But I can't even quantify how much money it's made for us, but I can also like the main thing is I don't have to say that stuff anymore. I can save my conversation. I can save my breath because I'm not willing to be interviewed unless it's on a podcast. So make sure that you guys do that stuff for yourselves too, because it's going to simplify it. So no matter who you guys, whatever it is you do some videos. Like Ben does videos all the time and he fucking hates it. He doesn't even know he's doing videos, but he's been chopped up in my videos because he coaches. He coaches inside of our GSD program on Facebook Messenger conversations on how to savage, get some deals, some leads, rock and rolling. But the only way any of those skills even fucking matter, the only reason they matter is because of our ability to get the conversation to start it in the first place. And it starts with content. If I didn't do any content on the internet, I'd have to solely rely on spending my money on Facebook. And the leads that we get aren't closing all of the time right away. We're selling sometimes an $8,000 product, a $25,000 product. And if we don't always go cold to sold, but the nature of organic is built-in trust because we have mutual friends. It's almost like a Yelp review for free, if you will. If somebody, like, how many friends have you added because like, oh, there's 136 friends. We should know each other. Let me just hit friend request without even clicking on their fucking profile. You said add friend. We must know each other. And how many people have you accepted because you're like, oh, we have 136 friends in common. I should just hit accept. Right? That's like a Yelp review. The court of public opinion of that number allowed you just to push that button and trust that person with 1 ounce. Now, if you say like, holy shit, this guy's a master of something, fuck, let me message him. Hey, you're pretty cool. Looks like we have 136 friends in common. How long you been doing video editing? Conversation started. Now you got that's a lead. That's what we call leads, all for free. We didn't spend a goddamn dime. All we're using is now our content to up level. And then once we get our content, then everything else behind it is important. Like being able to have the messenger conversations, follow up, convert it to a call, sell it on the phone, get no's, send the contracts, delivery, fulfillment. There's a lot of shit behind it. If it's cool with you guys, tell me in the chat if this is cool. I want to kind of walk you through a couple of things that we're up to, and maybe we can make some more events around this too. But I want to walk you through the GSD. If it's cool with you guys, just say I'm cool in the chat on Facebook and on the chat here in Zoom really quickly. I know you're cool, Steve. Stop talking about how cool you are, man. I am cool. I am cool. I am cool. Okay. So Ben, can you share your screen with that bit.ly link?
Yes.
And put the bit.ly link in the chat, and Jacob, put it in Facebook for everybody, because not only can you guys use this for your own business as a framework, now it's going to bring into context a lot of the shit I just talked about. Now, Cody's going to be flying here, and we're going to be doing a lot of content, just like not only just on our phones and shit like that, but we're going to get a video person out here. We're going to do some fun stuff. We'll prepare for it. We're kind of anti-preparers, if you will, because we feel like we can spitball stuff fairly quickly. But this time we're going to do a little bit more dramatic stuff. Hopefully you guys will like it. It should be done in like January, February, once it gets all edited. But there's the bit.ly link. You guys, if you guys all click that, drop it in the Facebook group for me. Jacob, thumbs up if you did it. And I'm going to walk you through this, and Ben can, I guess since Ben's got mouse control, he'll screen through it. So now here's what I want you guys to look at. Now you can see The first quote up there: become the person who will attract your goals. So what do you need to do? That's perspective. Become the person who will attract your goals. So a lot of people have goals. I want to make $1 million. I want to be a billionaire, but I'm not going to do content, or I'm not going to do eat healthy. I'm not going to hire well. I'm not going to learn a skill. That's probably not going to be congruent. So that's the first thing we want. And then step one, when people want to learn about us, step one, watch this entire video before your call. That's important. So what if you had something like this where you can actually have your clients be overly prepared, so you no longer are answering stupid questions? And then when you ask them saying, hey, did you get a chance to watch the video that was sent you before the call? And they're like, oh my God, I didn't. Now they feel bad. Now you have the control. Not a problem. That's okay, my friend. Maybe I can help you here. So now you control it. All right. Let me log on from my phone really quick on Zoom. Or actually, you know what? I'm going to change scenery. It's my shit's about to die. Hang on. We're telling people what exactly we're going to be doing. And when we're doing, like, scroll down a little bit. So it's giving them the 4 check marks. And then now we have a video. You guys may recognize this fine gentleman right here. His name is Cody. And if you scroll down, this video is literally going to walk people through the entire process of what we want them to see as our prospect. Just as our prospect. We don't need to give them over too much information. We want to make sure that they're in the right place. Scroll down, Ben. Okay, now right here, stop. So we have 2 downloads, because some people want shit on their desktop and make it look nice and pretty with new downloads. And we have a roadmap so they can actually get clear of what that fast track path looks like. And now they can click it. It opens in Windows. They can have the information on the go. And there you go. So now step 2, please watch these videos before our call. So we're just saying please because they don't have to watch them. Now go down. Why us? Go down. Keep going down. How soon can I make my money back? So if you're working with roofers, you're working with certain industries, you're working with coaches like we do and consultants and marketers, now you can actually tell them how they can make their money back. Some people have made their money back within 24 hours by learning sales, by nurturing their existing phone book, following up with old leads, getting $36,000 contracts in a week. And other people just think about it and get paralysis analysis, and that's where they need the accountability to get a kick in their fucking ass. Because we'll kick your ass if you are interested in the GSD if you're with us. But think about it from your own perspective. Will this be valuable to you if you guys actually got in front of some of these objections? Because if the number 2 video here on this page is how soon can I make my money back, why do you think people don't buy? They're fearful. They got fucked by somebody else. Michael Jordan got cut as a sophomore in basketball. He didn't stop. He didn't quit. He didn't say, how soon can I be good at basketball? He said, fuck that, I take control. So that's fear, right? So how, like, I got screwed by this other digital marketer. Oh, you know them. Marketers are liars. Like, cool. Address it. Take it head on. Embrace it. It's a great objection. I love that objection because that means they want something. That means they care. Now, number 3, why haven't I haven't used what I already bought elsewhere? I mean, shit, how many times have you guys said, let me wait till my contract runs out with somebody else? I'm like, you're telling me that you want to wait to be successful and you're burning money with another company or another coach, another consultant, and it's not working, but yet you want to milk something out of it because now the conversation is real about moving forward, and that money is already lost. It's a sunk cost. And for you to focus your time on it, now you don't want, why do you want your time to also be sunk cost too? Why not move the fuck on? Move the fuck on, because if you're not going to get the result you want, you're not going to get it now. And guess what happens if you give somebody a second chance? What do you, after 6 months, 3 months, whatever, what are they going to say? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'll do shit for free. Give me another chance. That doesn't help. It's just going to be pattern. Move on. Buy the GSD. Buy Brendan. Buy Steven. Buy Ben's. Better. Will this work for me if I'm new? We get that come across our table. Video.
How do I get your help if I'm broke? Video. Go down. Keep going down, brother. Big Ben. There you go. Okay, so on and so forth. So you can keep going down, keep going down, keep going down. And like here, proof. If you have proof, have videos. People may play one or two of these suckers. Keep going down. Just keep scrolling. And these thumbnails, we have a graphic designer, but you can literally make these thumbnails in Canva and look just as good as ours. But you can see all the results. And people, the cool part about some of these screenshots of the results is that people will recognize some of the names. And when they see some of the names, they'll be like, oh shit, that's somebody I know. Let me call these guys. Or that's somebody I know. Let me ask what about these guys. You know what I mean? So when they do that behind our back and somebody that we've coached or helped, or you guys have coached and you guys have helped, endorses us, well, then guess what? Let's say one of you guys booked a call and say, hey, I saw that you got results from Alvin, or if you didn't even tell me. So what brought us together on this call today? Well, somebody referred me to you guys. Oh, awesome. Who was it? So I can thank him. It was Alvin. I'm like, oh, how do you know Alvin? Well, we used to work together. Oh, okay. Well, how do you know? What do you do now? And now I'm going into the conversation and I'll pin it back to Alvin. I'm like, yeah, I'll tell the story of my conversation around Alvin. Because if this guy said, oh, I work in IT or I work in X, and I'll say it, and Alvin referred me, I'm like, oh, are you also looking for a 6-figure side income in your free time? Now the conversation's all set, yes. And it's already anchored at 6 figures. So anything below that, it'd be idiotic not to sign up with us. It'd be fucking stupid. That just means you don't want 6 figures. Conversation ready. It's all because we have the content. We prepared it. This is a form of content. Screenshots, pictures. Cool. Now, one in the chat if this makes sense. Cool. Ben, you can stop sharing your screen at this stage. Okay. How did you guys like today? Oh, my picture's off. There we go. What did you guys think about today? Anything, what was a takeaway that you guys have right now? Give me a takeaway in the chat from somebody. Because repetition is so fucking important, because it's not the fact that you don't know what to do, it's the fact that you may not be doing it. Because I know how to eat healthy, I'm just currently not doing it. I know how to lift weights, I'm currently just not doing it. So do I know it could be hurting me? Yeah, of course. Am I still not doing it? Fuck, I'm an idiot. I need to go to the gym. In fact, I'm going after this, by the way, because I said it. You're going to see a whole different me in about 3 months. This shit right here that's bunching up right here, it's going to be gone. So anyways, I'm going to actually ask Ben to drop your calendar link if you want to chat with us. Ben's the guy that can talk to you, and Jacob is the guy you can talk to. They'll just, Ben, if you drop the calendar link right now in the chat for any of you guys that want to talk about leveling up faster, getting the fast track, because that's really what it's all about. The return on investment much quicker than crypto, or more predictable, etc. Whatever you want to compare it to, we'll guarantee a result for you guys. And then Jacob, you can drop it inside of the Facebook group for anybody who feels this can actually put them in a better state with us versus trying to do it alone by themselves. So that might be helpful. Okay, so we're going to be ending up right now. In usual fashion, I typically try to keep these at 1 hour, but it's so hard to keep it down. But if anybody, does anybody want to like kind of come off camera? What's up, Ben?
Oh no, I thought you were. No, you're good. I was giving like the piece. I thought you were waving goodbye to everybody.
Dude, wait, there's more.
I was giving the 5 hours.
All right, so we're gonna take a break. We're gonna do this for another 6 hours today. No, I'm just kidding. But what takeaways? Let me look in here. Content planning is awesome, perfect. The content wheel. What else? Anybody else have any takeaways? Because you guys all wrote a topic that you're gonna do. So I want to make sure that I don't leave you guys hanging, and I don't want you guys leaving me hanging either. Because if you guys are we just spent an hour together. an hour and 15 minutes almost. We didn't do it to waste our fucking time. There's so much better shit we could have done. We could have watched Netflix, for God's sake. We could have watched Chris Rock on YouTube and had a laugh and got some ab workout with the laughing, right? But you guys chose to be here to invest into your time, which is like, we're like, every minute you spent with me, we're closer to death. So that's how important this was to you guys, obviously, to learn something. So what are we going to do today that's going to make everything in our future better? What's that priority of that video that you're going to start with, even if it's something simple? Because it would be really insane to me if you guys have said, I need to do content, and then leave here and then just go back to your old habits of not doing anything, or even thinking that was good, I'm going to do a cop of this content, I'll just do it Sunday. That would be, to me, absolutely fucking absurd. And that's me. That's why I told Jacob he has about 4 minutes to get there, or 3 minutes now to get me that video. So he may want to, he may want to hurry the fuck up and not make an excuse. Yeah.
Doesn't the clock start 15 minutes after we end?
No. We at 10 at
You want to do it live right now?
Do it live. Go ahead. Actually, look, I love it. Jacob's gonna do it live. And if you stutter, you know what I'm gonna say back. Fight through the stutter. Do not say, oh, I screwed up. Fucking go. Do not stop. Because if you stop, then you'll actually keep stopping. Like, you can just be like, oh man, when it comes to follow up, oh, I don't know, lost my last words. Just keep going. Stop. Don't say words when you fuck up, because we know you did.
Okay.
Pressure on now.
Yeah,
Let's
for
go.
real.
Way more pressure. Let's go.
Never done this on a Facebook Live before. All right.
I love it. Let's go. What's the topic, by the way?
So I was gonna do reactivating dead convos.
How did you come up with that topic?
Because I do it good.
Okay, and then how long have you been doing it to do it good?
Like 6 months or more.
And how often do you do it?
Every day.
How many hours per day?
Ooh. Just activating dead conversations, probably 30 minutes to an hour.
Every single day. Okay, so for 6 months, and you're pretty much working 7 days a week, pretty much. So that just means 6 months. How many days are in 6 months?
180.
360. What's that? 180?
Yeah, 180.
180. So that's 180 hours that you've gotten in under your belt in follow-up. Okay, so you know what, you've pretty much figured out what doesn't work along that way, because did it work right away when you first started?
No.
What about in the first 2 weeks? Were you an expert?
Heavens, no.
When did you start to get confident? At what point of doing it every single day for only 1 hour? Because that means you still have 23 more hours in the day to do whatever else you want. So in that 1 hour, and sometimes you're doing it only 30 minutes, so that leaves you 23 and a half more hours every day to do something else. So how long did it take you to get like where you felt good that you were actually good at it? Like how long ago?
I would say once I started seeing the results of it, it helped.
Okay.
Feeling like I was
what else helped? Forget you just doing it all by yourself. Like when you weren't good or you're getting better.
Well,
like
getting coaching on it helped too.
Okay.
So instead
and how many hours a day? How many hours a day do you coach between calling me to screenshotting me, our morning calls, and other coaching that we've got for you?
Well, I do at least 2 hours of training a day. And then most of the time I try to get at least another 30 minutes on my own to an hour. So 2 to 3 hours a day or practice and training. Okay.
And that's perfect. So now that's how much we believe that skill is important to us, that if Jacob books more calls, we make more money. If Ben book more calls, we make more money. And what we do is we invest money to make them more better. Like we invest our time, our energy, our people. If we need somebody outside for a whole different perspective, it's not uncommon for us to drop 20 grand paid up front. And all we say is we'll pay up front. We don't give a fuck about anything except answer our calls, and 6 times. We want 6 times you answer our phone call when we need you, because that's when we're going to need you, because that's how much we feel our ROI will be when it compounds over the decade. So if I look at when will I make my money back, think of it in the year time span. That's important. Like, and if you need some motivation, just type in on TikTok, Kobe Bryant motivation. You'll find all the motivation. You can borrow some of his there. Okay. So Jacob, do your thing because you're already 1 minute late. You let me talk and now you're late.
All right. Let's see how I'm gonna frame this right now. All right.
You can, yeah, you got to keep it unmuted. I was going to say mute up, but go for it. You're not muting.
All right. Hey, what's going on? I'm here with the GSD fam. This is Jacob here, GSD fam back here. We're talking about reactivating dead conversations over Messenger. Two of my favorite practices for reactivating those conversations. Number one is going to be humor. So sending a funny GIF, relating to something on their profile, something to make them laugh, lighten up their day, get a quick response, and then take the conversation over from there. Second thing that we also can do is provide value. So either offering a helpful hand, would this be helpful if I shared this resource? Would it be helpful if I did this for you? Those are the two basic ways that I get dead conversations kind of resparked and start setting more conversations where we thought they were dead. All right, peace.
Boom, that was fucking brilliant right there, man. You went off without a hitch and you did it in front of a lot of other people.
My heart's racing.
There you go. Now, how do you feel now that you did it and you didn't even screw up? I was expecting you to like fuck up, but you didn't.
Yeah, I feel good. Feel like I could do that again.
Yeah,
I'm so scared of it.
Yeah, then the next time you'll probably end up doing here's 3 more tips. And if you didn't see the first video, check that out. And then you can do, let me bring it all together in one video. So what I want you guys to leave you guys with here is that you guys can say the same shit over and over and over and over and over again and just change your hat. That's it. You don't have to change your fucking shirt. Just change the hat. Like right now, whole new video ready to go. I'm a new person, new day. Same background, because the background could be consistent, but it doesn't honestly matter because we can say the same thing over and over and over again until they believe it, until they hear it enough. Until that, like, there's always times where we just don't, we're skeptical by nature. And when we are skeptical, that's good because that just means we want to make the right buying decision. And if somebody can take away that fear, that uncertainty, that doubt, that skepticism, and I can say the same shit over and over on video, then I'm going to win the race at the end of the day. Or I'm going to find the person at the right place at the right time. But more importantly, Facebook's fucking brilliant. TikTok's brilliant. Instagram's brilliant because you can just tag the person. You can say at Kenny, at Brendan, at Don. And guess what? Their little bubble on the alerts, wherever my phone went, is going to alert. And guess what? They're addicted to that alert. They got to clear it to 0. And they're going to say, oh, well, what is this? I can see the little preview. Oh, shit. I just watched an hour of content. Didn't realize it. Let me watch more. Fuck Netflix. Let's go to education because it's specialized knowledge. Cool. All right, guys. That's it for today. We're going to do it again next Saturday. You guys cool with Saturdays? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I like Saturdays because it gives me the energy for the day because I definitely don't want to hang out with my family the whole fucking day. This is the family. All right, guys. All right. Well, if you guys are interested, you guys got the link to our calendar. It's pinned in this group in the chat. It's also in the Facebook, what's called land on this live. We'll be coming at you guys next Saturday, and we're going to be going over repetition. We're making sure that we're going to be getting shit done. So when we come next Saturday, please do that video. I would recommend doing it today because if we're going to do a 60-second video, it takes 60 seconds. Even if you screw up, it's the first momentum forward, just like going to the gym. All you have to do is tie your shoelaces and make it to the curb. And in this case, all we have to do is turn the camera on, push that little red button, and then you've already made your first commitment to making more money. All right, guys? Cheers. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Ben and Jacob, you guys kick it for a minute. Then you can stop the stream.